it's Catherine from New England Surrogacy. Welcome to Ask Catherine. This week's question is, does the surrogate ever decide that she wants to keep the baby? Well, not in our program. That has never happened. We do a very thorough mental health screening of every surrogate before they're accepted into our program. So before we put them into the matching pool, they've got to go through several levels of screening, which includes a screening through our intake coordinator, who herself has experience as a surrogate. She knows what it's all about. She understands all of that. We also go above and beyond what many other agencies and what the law requires, in that we have both our prospective surrogate as well as her spouse, her husband or wife. They both have to go to meet with a mental health professional to have that mental health screening. And when I say meet with a mental health professional, I mean they're going to go and meet with them in person in the same room so that they can observe each other. And so the mental health professional, the psychologist or the social worker can, observe body language and see how questions are being answered. And that's something that's just so important that you can't possibly get that in a screening telephone call. That's why we insist upon this sit-down meeting. Now, it's possible that with COVID-19 that may change a bit and we may need to move to video conference meetings. That's something that we've been, discussing, and we're going to try to figure out the best way to do that. But what we are not going to move to is telephone screenings. Those are just not sufficient. They're not sufficient in certain states under the law, and New Hampshire is one of those states. And they just aren't enough in our minds because you really don't get that body language. So we've got these several layers of screening going on, and one of the things that we are looking for in that is to make sure that this woman truly understands what kind of commitment she's getting into, that she's not going to view this as her own baby. And remember, this baby is going to be different genetics than her own baby. Her own baby was probably her own eggs and her husband's sperm. This new baby is going to be some other person's eggs and some other person's sperm. It's not even going to look like her own kids. So that's, an additional factor there that helps women process the difference between being a mother giving birth to your own child and being a gestational surrogate of giving birth to somebody else's child. So, hope that is helpful to you, and have a great Mother's Day. Bye-bye.